The National Football League has just announced a brand new policy for dealing with players who protest during the National Anthem. The policy says, quote, all players who are on the field during the performance must stand, but they can stay in the locker room if they so choose. The NFL says teams with players who sit or kneel can be subject to fines. The Commissioner, Roger Goodell, speaking about this brand new rule just moments ago.
We want people to be respectful at the National Anthem. We want people to stand. That's all personnel, and make sure that they treat this moment in a respectful fashion. That's something that we think we owe. We've been very sensitive in making sure that we give players choices, but we do believe that that moment is an important moment.
You'd have to say victory for President Trump, is it not? He threatened the league, essentially, pushed, and some of the TV ratings went down. Some people boycotts. I don't know the extent of it, but is this a victory for the president?
I mean, look, one of the most illuminating things was when the New York Times got a hold of the closed-door meeting between owners and players, and they just made so clear how terrified they were of the president and what it was doing to the league and the public perception. I want to read, Roger Goodell put out a statement that said, it's unfortunate that on-field protests created a false perception among many of the thousands of NFL players that they were patriotic. This is not and was never the case, which is precisely why we will penalize and fine them if they do it under the new rule. It's the classic PR case of trying to have it both ways and probably ending up upsetting both sides here. This was a terrible, just bogged down issue for the NFL to begin with, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. And I'm not totally sure when you're saying that this didn't mean they're unpatriotic. This wasn't the reason they were doing this, and now you're fining them. All it does is lead into the perception, the improper perception, that this was about patriotism, this was about disrespecting the troops, this was about all of these things.